Welcome to Kyle Field, home to the Texas A&M Aggies, a unique and special environment in college football. This crowd coming together to make up the 12th man, trying to make it very difficult for any opponent. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement, big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Aggies will kick this deep to start us off. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Short return tackle made at the 27. Crucial takeaway.
For the first play of the game, the defense comes up with a turnover. Good job of mixing up their coverages, showing one look, going to another. I think they confused the quarterback. He puts it right into coverage, and they're able to capitalize.
The offense is set up with excellent field position. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Gonna run it. It's Owens. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Second down play coming up. Back to throw. It's Weidman. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Well, the defense does a really nice job here of not only pressuring the quarterback, but not tipping their hand with coverage. They went to double coverage, but didn't show it till late. They confused the quarterback, and they almost came up with an interception.
Had a nice drive going here, but now it's 3rd down and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a 4th down play now.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
So now on comes the field goal unit. The distance will be from 36 yards away. No problem. Knocks it right through. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. And now the handoff. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Across the 40 now. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Looking to throw. It's Klubnik. Quick throw complete to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And that's good enough for a first down.
This comes on offense moving quickly down the field. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
Grab down the middle. It's Wilson. The reception gets about 7 yards, but 4th down coming up here.
Well, the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. Tactic works here. Now we've got a 4th down.
It's 4th down and 4 to try to keep the drive going. Scanning the field. It's Klubnik. The pocket breaking down. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the 1st down.
The shotgun handoff here.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The back's got it again. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackle, but 1st down.
Yeah, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a 1st down.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Well, a lot of times you call a slant, you love to see some big yards after the catch. But when they don't go for many yards after the catch like this, that is a good stop by the defense.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the Tigers looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Bro, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it, because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
They'll try to run this one in. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. This will be a chip shot from just 20 yards away. And he knocks it right through the uprights. And the game is now tied.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Coverage team brings down the returner. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. Here's that defense shifting again. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied 3-3.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. On the run, it's Owens. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things. And it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Bringing you back, it's Brown. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. Clemson offense is back out there. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 10-3 now. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? And the runner takes off to his right. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Ball handed off. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1. The Aggies will come to the line to run the hurry up. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Cannot escape it. Down he goes.
Well, whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, you got to be thinking, hey, we got him right now. And they dial up the blitz, get after him, and come up with a sack.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And the punt heads out of bounds, taking the dangerous returner out of play here. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Tackle is made after 43. And first down for the offense.
The gain moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Klubnik. Looks to the left for a quick throw, and he pulls in the catch. And they finally tackle him down at the 1. Big gain in the pitch and catch.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
After the big gainer, suddenly a great chance to score. 1st and goal from the 3. And they're trying to punch it in here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
All right, 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Clemson. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
The extra point is good, and they lead 17-3. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quick throw to the left side. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. No stopping him, takes it all the way. Touchdown, Aggies. And they get set now to try the PAT. Extra point good. They trail now 17-10. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
He fires this throw and is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, A&M. And the defense gets involved, scoring a touchdown to suddenly tie this football game.
Just getting a couple turnovers from your defense is really all you can expect. But to be able to get 6 points from them in addition is above and beyond. They get their 6 points, and now they're really thinking about winning this game.
And they tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. He's running out of time here. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Going the other way, can they stop him? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for the wide out. He's got it right near the end zone. Tackle made quickly, but gain to the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal.
Love to see an aggressive mindset following sudden change. The quick strike here. The defense barely has a chance to even get set up and get established before they have to deal with a big...
He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And the point after is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Returner looking to make a play here. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. It's a run to the left. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. They'll feed the back again. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. The Tigers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Oh my gosh, they almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. And the Tigers will line up to punt it away. It's a low punt. Won't travel very far. And it's fair caught near the 40-yard line. Comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. It's Owens. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. That completion makes it 2nd and short. The linebacker shifting around now. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision?
Looking to pick up the first down through the air.
Makes a quick grab. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. To throw, it's Weidman. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush. This will likely be the last play of the half. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. There's contact on the throw. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Tigers will kick this deep to begin the second half. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Texas A&M offense back on the field. Important possession here to begin the 3rd quarter as they try to continue momentum from the first half and build on this lead. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets...
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. The 10. And he's brought down at the 1-yard line. What a play on the completion.
There's nothing the quarterback loves more than a receiver who can take a short pass like that and make something special happen. It makes it so much easier when you can just get the ball to your playmakers and let them do the rest.
And the Aggies trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. An offense heads back out onto the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker. Inches away.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Fighting off the defender. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
You know, even... Guys are facing a deficit. They're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Looking for some space. It's Lawson. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Looking to throw. It's Klubnik. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Chris, it's not always the big, tall receiver that gives these defenses headaches on slant routes. Sometimes it can be that undersized guy from the slot. It's very tough to get your hands on.
The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Handoff to the single back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. He's up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And that run produces a decent gain.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Touchdown, Tigers. Still no answer for this offense. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
And now the try here for the extra point. PHC is good. They still trail, though. The kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Short throw complete to the tight end. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain in that play.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. They'll test the right side here. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Grab near the sticks. It's Allen. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Back to throw. It's Weigman. Quick throw to the left. Lucky for the junior quarterback that didn't get picked off.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. Eventually, that's going to cost you.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
They'll kick it away here. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. First play of the drive now set up at the 27. Takes the handoff. It's Lawson. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Brought down on the play at the 35-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Texas A&M 31, Clemson 24.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And the tailback's got it again. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. And the quarterback's going to sneak it.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Well, the huge hit there, you half expected to see the ball come loose, but a great job to hang on to it.
Boy, great concentration by the tight end to be able to come up with that catch, but the defense showing how physical they are. When that tight end gets his hands on the ball, they are going to lower the boom.
Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Oh, they got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. It's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, this is where you really rely on your offensive line. Late in the game, you got the lead. You got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football, and you got a great chance at a victory.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. To throw, it's Weigman. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, and another incompletion.
Hey, I understand the aggressive approach here on third down and long, trying to pick up the first down, but look at the scoreboard. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. Smart play would have been to keep running the football, work the clock, force them to use their timeouts. Now at fourth down and long with the lead, tough decision here. I think you got to punt it away.
And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Clemson offense is back out there. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Contact as he threw it. He makes the grab. Tackle made after a big gain.
How about this guy making this throw? I mean, they have harassed him all game long, and here we are in the fourth quarter. He takes another hit, and this time gets enough on it to be able to complete it. Great play by the quarterback.
One play, and they're already past the 40. First and 10. Ball handed off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down and the crowd really getting into it. Here's the handoff. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches.
Well, that run didn't go anywhere here on third down. It'll bring up 4th down. And right now, late in the game, they've got to go for this. They've got to call their best 4th and short play and hope to keep the sticks moving.
4th down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late game comeback victory. Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a 1st down.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up, and you can go get a touchdown.
To the air. It's Klubnik. The running back has it on a screen now. Good job of the defense to fight through the blocks in that screen. He's short of the 1st down marker.
Well, the offense has done a nice job of moving themselves down in this area to give themselves a chance. But, man, the quarterback's got to continue to make good decisions and not put the ball in harm's way.
2nd down after that completion. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And he's got it. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. Not a long return, but the pick. changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up for that big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. So it's still a one-possession game. The offense would love to work the clock here, but they can't take their foot off the gas. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Getting set. Here's second down. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Dropping back. It's Weigman. The pass rush closing in. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up for the sack at a crucial moment. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
The Aggies will line up to punt it away. This one will be fair caught. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. And it comes down to this. They need a touchdown. They've got some time to work with. How aggressive will they be? They'll begin with a quick throw to the left. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. There's the handoff. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On first down, why not keep it on the ground?
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And now another deep ball here. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Oh, Chris, the quarterback and the receiver just not quite on the same page there on that third down and long. But at this point in the game, you got to consider going for this. They need a touchdown.
Down by a touchdown late. This is a crucial fourth down play. Crucial play here. They go to the air. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Well, Kirk, we thought it might be this kind of a game. Very small margin for error in this game. Who was going to make the crucial play at the end? And they did it to get the W.
Yeah, Chris, when games get tight like we saw here, it really comes down to who's the better coach team, who's going to execute better, and just as importantly, not letting the moment get to your head. That's a nice win for this head coach and his team.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.